The Trident Way is an extremely challenging 100-mile hike in the Lake District, taking on the three largest peaks of Skidaw, Helvellyn and Scafell Pike. Join me as I attempt to fast-pack my way through the valleys and peaks of this beautiful and sometimes brutal landscape. This is my 100-mile challenge, and this is the Trident Way. Here we go, we're off. Just leaving Ambleside now. Go on, you've got to get a bus through there, kid. It's 12 o'clock on a Sunday. We've got 100 miles, three of the biggest peaks in the Lake District, and this is the Trident Way. I'm looking forward to it. Let's get out of Civvy Town and we'll get up onto the tops. I've plotted a route, but you can do it however you choose to do it, so long as you do 100 miles and take in the three biggest peaks. I'm in the new Olympus, because my Olympus 5s shat themselves. They couldn't hack it, couldn't hack pace, so they give in. So I'm on these Back to the Future things, the Neon Ninja. I've not done any warming up. What are you going to do? Some shadow boxing in front of the mirror? You just do it, don't you? That's hiking, just set off slow and let the actual hike warm me up. The idea is with this pack is to travel fast and even run some sections, so we'll see how that goes. Well, that's where I'm heading, to the top of there. That's going to be the first summit for the day. I'm excited, mate. It's been a while since I've done a multi-day hike of any considerable distance, but it's been a while since I've pushed myself physically to my limits, or that I've felt like, you know, I've been in thick of it. I don't like it when I'm in it sometimes, but I certainly grow from it, and I certainly enjoy it retrospectively, putting myself through fire, and that's what I want to do here. I'm already in it, mate. I'm gassing, blowing out my arse, look. Ambleside down there. I've got my kit dialed into a 30-litre backpack. I will have done a video on the 30-litre backpack and all the stuff that I'm carrying. I'm just like dilly-dallying, chatting to you, because I started blowing. Just after the first couple of K, shins started to blow out my ass. I'm like, have I still got this in tank? Chatting to you while I just take it easy. And then we'll put a bit of a leg pumper in to get to the top of here and bring you some views. Decent set, then we'll leave them though, because there might be some ones, probably Joey D's. Medic. Here we go, first gate. What we got? No. Go on, lad. Yes. Took 3 bites of it, but successful mission. Oh, lovely and smooth. Look at that. Just years of use, brilliant stuff. Just chatting about that gate, and you see that little chava behind me? He was just stood behind me thinking, what's this bloke doing chatting about this gate? Oh, little chava. PTSD for him. He's been wondering about that for the rest of his life. Top of the first peak. There's a lot of people about it. It's Sunday, so you're going to expect it'll quieten off tomorrow and into the week. But look at that, Windermere in the distance, beautiful. Metal youth, look. Go on. Oh, look at that, Darth Vader. Cheers. I've just checked the map, and this is where we're going. We're going to make our way down here, sorry about the wind, through this valley, and you see the ridge at the other side. We're going to work our way to the top of that ridge and all the way as far as the eye can see. Hopefully we're going to get that done today. I'm fast backing, aren't I? So there's going to be a few bits like this that are downhill, and I can gun it a little bit. And I'll tell you what I'm noticing. So the difference between this and the Exos backpack is the things that I miss. The back system on the Exos is unrivaled as far as keeping the bag off your back. I can feel my back is sweating already. It has air grooves through it, but that thing on the Exos is unbelievable. It keeps the whole bag off your back, but it's a trade-off because you can feel the Exos moving around when you're moving because of that, and obviously it's a bit bigger, whereas this thing is just stuck to my back and I feel like I can run, I can move, it's not jiggling around. So there's that trade-off. I can't say anything. I'll probably do some final reports at the end, but I've only just done one peak, and that's what I'm noticing, a trade-off between the sweaty back and being able to move quick. So I better move quick then, because there's no point in having this option if I don't utilise it. Falls over straight onto the face, done. I don't want to be running down steep bits, I don't want to be running up steep bits, it's pointless. Just going to knacker my legs in and risk falling. Oh, it's a new low. It's a new low, isn't it? Running back to the camera, mate. Is it a new low, or have we just reached new heights? Who knows? So you do have to play the game of trying not to stack it or twist your ankle. It's not too bad. I've got a long way to go and I don't want to bonk or burn out. I'm not sprinting, I'm just jogging. It feels good. It's that arrogance of, like, I've just started. The first peak and the first couple of K are always a bit difficult. I'm always like questioning what I'm doing and thinking, can I do this? And then I've come down off the top of the peak, a few more K, and we've got past that initial hump, and now I've got that feeling of like I could go forever, and it's a great feeling because I know it's going to end even later today. When it gets like 7 or 8 o'clock tonight and I'm still going, I won't be as chipper. That's why I appreciate these moments of pure chipperness. Top tip for anyone who's, and why would you, but anyone who's ever going to record themselves going through gates and stuff, check who's on the other side, mate, because there's been a couple of times when I've just gone through gate like waxing lyrical about a lock, got to the other side and there's just people sat up against wall having the sarnie, or a little kid or something, and you've just got to own it, haven't you? You've just got to stick to your guns, finish what you started, and just sort of like try not to make too much eye contact, because you can't explain it. That being said, let's go and check this one out. What's it got? Someone's not closed it. Oh, I like that. That's nice. Look at that. I've seen these before, and then it's got a loop around that bit of metal into stone, and that's how it should be. Here we go, look. We're back, we're back. Beautiful bit of kit, look at that old stone. Boom. Up and over. It's just simple, isn't it? That is fantastic. Well played. Oh. Madness. I'm loving this addition. You just twist it to close. It's not, I thought it might get on my tits like, oh, but I don't notice it's there, and then when I need it, it's there. I've got a bigger bottle at the side of me because I knew it was going to be hot. Sometimes I try and correct myself because it's too Yorkshire, but you know, some people think it's me being lazy without speak, but it's not. It's just I was brought up hot, warm, mafting, hot. It's not hot, it's just hot. So, you know, sometimes catch me pronouncing my T's for water, like there's some water down there, but most of the time it's water. Don't pronounce my T's, but that's not through lack of education. Psych, it is really. Thick as pig shit. We're away, mate, we're away. Look, as long as I can do this in intervals of like running and walking, then it's happy days. It's called fast packing. The clue's in title, isn't it? Fast packing, where have you been all my life? I'm a pretty fast packer anyway. When I've looked at like the times or how many days in researching like the Cape Wrath Trail or the Altavia One, the South Downs Way, when I've researched these hikes and seen people do them in so many days, I've done them and I've always done it in quite a fast time. I'm kind of gunning it anyway, putting a shift in, so I just thought if I'm going to be putting a shift in, I might as well make it a thing. While I've got the opportunity to run, just run. Because I love it anyway, and just be able to move through the landscape quicker than if I had a bigger bag on that was jiggling around without the ability to run. So just having that option, I'm into it. And this might not be for everyone. Some people might be saying, oh well, why don't you just take your time and stop, have a swim, have a relax, do all that. Yeah, I get it, I do them sort of hikes, but I want to have this in my arsenal. Not I want to have this in my ass, and no. So if I want, you know, it's just because I like doing things outdoors, I like hiking. There is a tea room that way. If you're doing this hike and you want refreshments, then right through here, Bridle Way. Simple chain on a nail. That's all it. Chain on a nail sounds like a song. Just, oh, squeaker. Squeaker mouse. Despite all my rage, I am still just a chain on a nail. Oh, there you go. Here it is, look. This thing here. Looks a bit, whoa, it's a bit overgrown. Oh, it is, look at this, man. Brambles. Just gonna have to get sliced and diced, aren't I? Ooh, that is a slicer. Am I gonna get stung and sliced? Yeah, it is what it is. Ow! Ow, ow, ow. So, you can, and you probably should, go like past the tea rooms or along that road bit. I fancy this, mate. This mad way. Whoa! Look at that! It's like Ninja Warrior. Gladiators or something. Where am I going here? Good this, isn't it? Yeah. Adventurous. Ooh. Tell you what as well, time of year, all fruits and nuts are out. May even be a few mushrooms out as we're into August. Now what's going on? I don't know. I'm lost now. It said to come in here, didn't it? Some Gadges field, so there's got to be something that gets me out of it. Or is that it? Just stuck in this field till I get shot. Let me make the mistakes so you don't have to. Ah, here we go. Is it? Ah yes, here we go. So should have just cut straight across it. There's not a lot of information out there on this hike as far as maps and stuff. I'll be sharing all my OS maps over on Patreon. So if you just become a member of the Patreon over there for nothing, doesn't cost you out, you can have this map and it'll tell you all the little places like that where you don't want to go wrong, but that bring you out to this. Look, I could have gone the roadway, which equally is good, isn't it? Because it is nice to ogle at people's houses, isn't it? It's nice. But we've come this way, the road less travelled, right into this woodland. Even just seeing that makes me miss Nimbus. Keep my eyes open. If I find some mushies, I'll just put them in my bag and chuck them in my dinner at the end of the day. It's a classic ring pull. Despite this being off the beaten track, it's quite a nice shine to it. Lift it, yeah, push it, glorious. Hold on, this is looking good. Please, give me the acoustics. And free my heart, you wanna get locked, go. Oh, cheers, pal. Look at this odd unit, split into two, this old oak tree. Massive. Beauty. Massive, and then it splits into two massive trees. You go, girl. Medish! Look at that with graveyard in background, look. Poignant. One day it'll be the last gate I ever open. Not this one, hopefully, but one day. Oh no, that needs a lot of elbow grease. Get up here. There she is. So a little bit of road work, nothing much, just like 2 minutes, and then I'm off up there. There we go. Some serious uphill bits now. Look at that stunning look. Totally off topic this, but them beautiful blue hydrangeas. Get a lot of blue ones in the Lake District because of the soil type. It's been a long time since I was at horticultural college, so I can't remember whether it's alkaline or acidic soil that they prefer, but whatever it is, the Lake District has it. So you'll often get a lot of blue hydrangeas, which, you know, so what, I get excited over blue hydrangeas. It's just life, mate. Hey, a lot of people think that they're a bit old, a bit fuddy-duddy, the old hydrangea. Not me. It's one of my favourites. I like the underdog. They give me great joy, especially the blue ones. I'm going to stop and fill this, put some electrolytes in here, some water in this one. It's about drinking before you get thirsty, taking on your electrolytes before you need them, and you won't get caught out. Well, you do you, mate. If you might not even ever do this, but I'll tell you what, one thing you will respect is this. I was once so thirsty that I just ate one of these thinking that it would quench my thirst. It didn't, but it did nearly make me sick. These are brilliant. If you've been using these for years, these, high five. They've got 0 sugar, 0 calories, so if you're fasting you can still get them in you. Just pop one in there. So that, now I know, is 500 ml of electrolytes. I've got another one here, it's the Osprey 500 ml, and in here there is this, which is a water filter. You just fill this with any old water, preferably running and as clean as you can find, but whatever. Put this in it, and then there you go. That's going to filter the water. Not that I need to filter it now. I might introduce the old scarecrow danglers out, or at least put them on the front of the bag so they're there as an option. This fastening mechanism on here, it goes around your hands. Even if you let go, you're not going to lose it. You can press this button on here. Look at the state, man. With Lumi shoes. You don't need Grand Theft Auto 6, you've got this. Because I can guarantee you, this is exactly what the hikers do look like on Grand Theft Auto 6. They've got these on. So you go close to them and then make sure you take one of them out with a shotgun. Not really, obviously not. But I'm running with them. Because that's why I got them. Because they were lightweight. They've got these, I'm getting used to them being constantly attached to my hands, and I call them scarecrow poles because when I was doing the Cape Wrath Trail, I had the ones that wrap around your wrist. I had them fully around my wrist, and I stacked it in like this bog, and foot went down through, and then I just ended up with both the sticks in the ground, and I was sort of hanging by my wrists like some sort of sacrificial scarecrow. There was no one around and it sort of hurt as well, so you know, usually if that had have happened and you were your mate and he's like that, sacrificial scarecrow in it bog, you're laughing, aren't you? You're making sure he's not hurt himself too bad, and then you're pissing your jocks. But I couldn't even laugh because it hurt myself and I was real tired, so I just sort of like paused there, felt sorry for myself, contemplating having a full breakdown, swallowed it down and cracked on. So I imagine these would be a bit easier because you can just eject it with thumb and you're out. That's where we came over and looked over to this side, and now we're there. What's your name?
My name's Dan Alpen.
Dan Alpen, and an actual patron and fellow hiker and wild camper.
Class.
There you go, just to say hello. Hi. What's he done here? Look, look at the size of that bolt. It's just probably something that it's all he had left. End of date. Oh, that's shagged it. There we go. Carriage bolt all the way through. The nut washer, nut and a washer on the other side. Cheers later. Oh, so close, but to have no sag in a gate that big, I'm giving him his dues, look, and it's fair dues. You see the path past these trees and round. That's where we've come from, and that's where we're going. Clouds look a bit ominous up there, don't they? Might chuck out a bit of water, but I'm here for it. A bit of rain would be nice. I've done it before where I've come out at traps too eager, like a whippet chasing a rabbit, and there's only one way it's going to go. That's downhill. Running when it's flat to downhill, I've said this before, isn't it? Boring chats. Way! Not a boring 360 though. Ed nearly went then. I think I'm a bit dehydrated because head shouldn't be falling off when you're spinning round. You just make out Great Gable and the Scafell range through the mist, and this was a full summit. We've still got to go to the top of there, and then you see all these peaks along here. That's where we're going. Look at that lovely path following this ridge. Nearly to the top of this one. Seems pointless doing it from here, but let's do it. Wonderful stuff. Now we've got to go down, and you can see the ridge that we're following. Oh, you won't want to tumble off there. Right, we're 10 miles in, start off at midday. I've worked out that if I keep going till like 9 o'clock, I'll probably get another, well, okay, don't run uphill. I'll probably get another 10 miles in, and then that'll be a 20 miler for today. Whew. Up and down these valleys, it's beautiful though. I've never really explored this area. The views out to Windermere, the Eastern Fells, High Street, it's just lovely. And I can still see the Scafell range in the distance over there. Plenty for noggin bollocks to go at. There's that first peak that we did earlier. What a wonderful way to spend a Sunday. Lovely to bump into, I forgot his name, it's been a while now, Dan was it? So we had a good chat. He's just bagging Wainwright's. Power to you, mate. It was good to speak to you. The temperature's definitely dropped, and I'm seeing this as my way up and over High Street. Quite a way to go, but I think I'm gonna have to put a layer on while I'm up here just to keep warm, just to keep that biting cold out of me. 20 past 5 and I haven't had out to eat all day, so that's maybe why my head hurts a bit. Tell you what, that's the thing, it's sweaty back. I'm bringing sweaty back. Well, it's sweaty back and then you get the wind on it. Surely I've got something nice and warm in here. Our battery's gonna go, so buy in advance. It'll go in a minute. That's the edge taken off. It's starting to get a bit moody and a bit drizzly. You've just got to keep your wits about you looking at where stones are. You don't have an ankle snapper. I was just maybe a bit dehydrated and a bit lacking in a few calories maybe, or a few minerals, and I'm running into the mist and the bad weather. It's between 5 and 6 o'clock now, but I'm not staying up here. I'm going to put a shift in and get over these tops, as long as I drop down just to get out of this biting cold. Taking piss out of myself here, like. I know, I feel like I'm not trying to camera because I'm running, but it's a real good bit. I'm enjoying it. Going from running to walking, walking to running. I feel like I use, like, I know you just still use legs, but I feel like it uses a different mechanism and different mechanics. It's nice just to mix it up, and it just keeps me interested as well. Look at that. Woo. It looks like some nice stuff over there where I'm going, but this is stun DMC. Oh, it's cold. I sort of want to stay up here because, you know, there's chances of some good skies, but this one ain't about the skies. If you get them, bonus, exquisite bonus, but this is about just putting the miles in, and if you know, if you need to sleep in a bin, then you sleep in a bin. It's not about the views, mate, but That's just a byproduct of being out here doing a bit. I mean, that's nice views anyway, isn't it? See how many tents are set up at Angletarn. Because nights are closing in now, autumn's on its way, mushies are coming out, the changing of the seasons. Right, I'm going to put you away because this is a lovely little stretch to run on, so I'm going to do that. It's further than I remember along here. The wind's picked up and I'm joined onto the coast to coast path, but in reverse, which is nice, and it keeps raining, so it's just cementing my decision to head down before setting up my camping area. Tent, I'll call it a tent. Brain's not working very well. I'm really hungry, mate. I can't wait. I've never looked forward to a camping meal so much. Just got to worm my way through these rocks. Whoa! It is now 7 o'clock. Oh, it's that rain as well, mate. Here we are, Angletarn. Can already see a few tents. 1, 2, 3, 4. This is a Sunday as well. Getting after it out there. As long as I don't leave shit everywhere, I'm all for it. Shout out if that's you. Also, yeah, it's getting a bit dark on here, but shout out Sunday, is that you? Shout out if that's you. I like to think that the person that was in the hiking pole tent is doing the coast to coast, because you can pitch up here on night 2, I think it is, 2 or 3, if you time it right. So if you are doing that, best of luck to you. Memories to last a lifetime. I'm gassing a bit. All I can think about is my freeze-dried meal. I can't wait for it. Pretty soaking now, and that wind is biting, but you do get certain bits like under this rock and it just calms down. So if I could find somewhere calm, as I say, if it was somewhere aesthetic, I'd be with Glastonbury crew over at Angletarn, but I just want somewhere, I'm not bothered about aesthetics, just want somewhere out of the wind and preferably a bit lower down so that it's a bit warmer. This is a nice little section, this. It's opened up a little bit. I've come down out of that measly clobber, and it's a nice little route, this, along here. Quite peaceful now I'm out the wind. Can you see that? If I'm running with you attached to my chesticle. It's 8 o'clock, that's relatively flat. I've got a nice view. I'm going to stop here. I'm going to stop here, mate. This is as good as anywhere, innit? This is it. The CEO and managing director of my brain, me, has said here, and so that's it. Let's get wigwam set up and get some dinner on. I'm saying dinner now because I'm down south, so I'd always say get some tea on. If it's evening, it's tea. You want to come round for tea? Dinner is at like midday. Dinner, ladies, are 5, 6, tea time, because it confuses Fern so much, and me. We both get confused by it, so I'm like, I'll see you for dinner, and then I'll turn up at midday and she's not there, whatever. So I'm having to just say tea's gone now and it's dinner. Tea's just some brown liquid you have in a cup. What's this? Honestly, mad. There's a couple of them. They would destroy the airbed. Where'd they come from? Literally not, there's no trees, let alone no holly trees. There we are. It's not the best pitch of this thing I've ever done, but it'll do. I don't know if poles might be a bit too short, because they're only adjustable to a certain extent. They're not as tall as my other poles, my hiking poles, so that's as tall as they'll go. Right, goodbye outside world. Right, these are my dry clothes. Every night, no matter what, I try my best to keep these dry, because these are tent clothes, and these are a joy to put on at the end of every day. We've got my down tough socks, my decathlon leggings, and the OMM or OM, however you want to say it, hoodie, and that's it. That's me sleeping stuff, that's just me tent stuff, and that stays dry. Everything was too springy and all over the place to get my gas canister down, so it's in shoe. These can get a bit icy, so I've just put my little rag around it and then put it in shoe. And hopefully, please hold it. Whoa! X-Ped Ultra 3R. Thinner than what I'm used to with the X-Therm. I very rarely use anything except the X-Therm, I'm realising. It's mad to have some different colour. And I've got my Enlightened Equipment 3-season quilt. I forgot my pillow, so I'm just using my bag. I'm just waiting for this to cook. Expedition food. To my knowledge, I've not tried one of these, but they're 800 calories normally. The normal club is 600 calories, so there's an extra 200 calories in here. I reckon it's about cooked. I don't quite know where to put you. Can you go there just for to have a quick look at... yes, you will. Thank you. I put my full cup of water in there because I couldn't work it out, and I just thought, well, it doesn't matter anyway because it'll hydrate me. Spaghetti carbonara. Don't mind if I do. Oh, stop it, sir. Spaghetti, cream, onion, cheese. 800 calories of pure filth. Get it in me. Stunning. Views aren't bad either, look. It's definitely warmer just dropping down off the tops. I'm just so happy that I've stopped and I'm eating some food, so I'm going to crack on with this. Welcome to map time. So we started in Ambleside, and it's basically just a big loop around, taking in Helvellyn, Skidaw and Scafell Pike, and then coming back round, and it's going to be around 100 miles. So we set off out of Ambleside, coming up this hill, following the side of the water here, up through this woodland, and then we cut off up here. This is where I had that little gate incident with little Chava. On we go onto the first peak, some lovely views from up here, and then we head downhill onto these tracks down towards Troutbeck. And now you get to this road, you could go this way and along this path here, and there is like a tea room or somewhere where you can get refreshments here, but I chose to go this way across this field. This little square bit here, it's not very well marked in that field, so just be aware if you are doing this. You can go around this way, but I cut through the field, down and round, past that nice church, a little bit of road work for just a minute or two, and then back up. This is where it starts to get leg pumpy, all the way up here. And we're slowly heading up onto the tops. Some lovely views from up here back towards Windermere, along this ridge. I did a bit of running along here. Did I live to regret it in the coming days? Stay tuned to find out. Kentmere Reservoir down there. Lovely to see that from this angle. Through this rocky area. Up here, there's Frostwick Cairn. Down we go to High Street. To the right there's Bleewater. And then we're on to the next map. So across High Street. I want next map. I've got 4, zoom out, 4 of these huge things. But I do like physical maps. Brings me great joy. Through High Street, this is lovely hiking. It started to open up over Hazewater and got some lovely views over that way. Temperature really started to drop along here as well. We go round the knots, keep going around, over all these stones. You lose the path a little bit here because of all the stones, and it was very misty and cold, rainy. So I just had to keep checking my map to make sure I was on the right route. Down here to Angletarn. Around Angletarn, This is where we joined on to the coast to coast path, doing it in reverse. Around Angle Tarn, at the foot of Angle Tarn Pikes, we go around here. Nice little path this, just below Rake Crag. That's where I finish for the day. I'll put my stats on the screen now, and that was day one. Set off at midday, so I didn't get as many hours hiking as I wanted to, but a decent day nonetheless. Morning glampers. Slept well, I've packed up. I was warm enough. That wasn't an issue at all. Not having pillow was a little bit uncomfortable, so it was a bit of a broken night's sleep. But I was warm, and that's the main thing. Let's see what weather's saying. Oh. Bit grim innit. 6:45. I'm hoping this changes. Oh, it's chilly. It was pissing it down all last night, so the ground is sodden. The condensation wasn't too bad in there because the wind was blowing through all night and keeping that at bay. But look at it as the clouds clear in real time. Oh yeah, man. A real life time lapse. Look at that. Well, that's where I'm going, to the edge of this lake here, to Glenriddin. The views come and the views go. There you go, look. Oh my word, it's lovely. I'm hoping to get a big day done today. I better stop waffling, get this tent squared away, and then we'll crack on. Just a dry bit of grass left, leaving no trace as always. The path is over here, so we're going to get on there, make our way down into the mist. What's that bird? Crow. Keep it. Let's go. Damage report on legs, just absolutely fine. Don't feel anything, just feel the same as yesterday. So that's good, but only did 17 miles. It's been a while since I've challenged myself and been in that zone, that place where it just, a part of you wants to quit and you're just sort of like dreaming for the end of it. Which doesn't sound like a good holiday, does it? But that's what I like. Look at this for a pitch. Should have pitched here, shouldn't I? Fantastic. Lovely, flat, short grass. I wouldn't have got soaking feet coming down off this boggy stuff. She's opening up, look. There you go. At least one a day. At least one a day. I did a little kit video of the stuff that I'm bringing, and underneath it someone said, oh, these shoes are shit. Yeah, they look like I've got my feet inside a migraine, but he was like, oh, I can't remember what he said exactly. He's like, oh, I think he was like joking, but he said, oh, I've been on 3 dog walks and they've shat it or something like that. Well, they've shat it. I've been doing some running in them. I've maybe been for about 4 or 5 runs in them at home to test them out, break them in. And today I came out of my tent, walked through the wet grass, so my feet got sodden, and then this left one has just shat it. The insole's just come loose, and now as I'm walking down or even across, the insole's just making its way up the back of my heel. I replaced it, put it flat again, and now it's coming up my toe end, and it's very uncomfortable. For the amount of money they charge for these things that don't even last a year, you'd think they'd be good to go. They should be able to handle getting wet and going off the trail, and they just seem to have cacked it. So long as it doesn't lead to blisters, it'll be all right. Bit of Dryad saddle, I believe. Yep. Please, come on, I need something today. Go on. Yeah, it's just when you need it. Ah, that's cacked it a bit, but I'm all about the lock and the latch, so excellent behaviour. You're attached to my chest now through my strap, because I just wanted to put you on in case something mad happens going through here. Let's have a little look at map time in real time. We want to be going here, look, left. Through here, yep. Now my little toggles come off here where I put my poles, the elasticated bit, and it's just shat it. It's about mindset, innit? Is it just because, you know, it's only a couple of things. It's okay, it's not the end of the world. It costs a lot of money and when it shits itself, it's very disappointing. I tied a little knotting end of that and it's we're good as gold. I'll save that and fix it when I get back. Here we are in Patterdale, Shatterdale, and then a bit of road work, not much at all, and then we get to Glenridding, the home of the brew. And there's this church, and if I remember correctly when I did the tour of the lakes, I remember this church having Wi-Fi because I was contemplating kipping in it or kipping in the graveyard. A Wi-Fi junkie kipping in the graveyard. It's nice though, look at it. There you go, look, free Wi-Fi in the church. That's how you get the young'uns in these days, isn't it? You can't be giving him scriptures and that, you got to be like, free Wi-Fi guys, free Monster Energy, free vapes. That'll get them in. I've sorted out my shoe for now. I've double dropped a couple of coffees, had a flapjack, loaded up on snacks, just little trail snacks, some dried bananas and some bits and pieces. I'm gonna keep hiking now until it gets dark. Feeling positive. It's amazing what a couple of coffees will do. There is the option to do Striding Edge to get up there, but very high, very dangerous if it's been wet, and it has been wet. I'm not making excuses, I'm scared of it. Scared to even go and have a look. So I'll have a look and then cack myself. That water, mate, I'm getting a bit hot, so we might have to go for a dunk at some point today as well. Duncan Bannatyne, new signs for the Wainwrights coast to coast. Since it's been recently recognised as one of the national trails, they've revamped it, sorted out all the signs, built new bits of path. There we are, what we got here, look. A bit of orange bale band, bit of twine, you can't fault it, man. Oh, it's not even, I thought that twine was holding the gate. It's not, but let's have a go. You know, yes, man. The silent assassin. He's reinforced it with a bit of, 2 bits of 2 before there. I enjoyed that. Should we do that again? That was very elegant, wasn't it? Go on, lad. Yeah, I'm having that. Quality stuff. Filled my water up again now, so we're back on with 2 litres of slosh. But it's good ground, so I'm just going to run for a little bit. Where's this taking me here? There we are, this way. I'm running up. It's like I'm running up into clouds. Give me that bad weather. It was supposed to be a heat wave this week. Thankfully that hasn't materialised yet. It's completely clagged up, Clegane. Who's that? Oh, Clegane. Game of Thrones, innit? Clegane. The Hound. I forgot his first name. And I've just read the book, just finished it, just finished. Game of Thrones, the first book. Officially the biggest book I've ever read in my life. Managed to find all the other books in a Chazza shop the other day for £1 each. Cool. Apocalypse hut. Knock on door, Joey Deal being there with a horse. The bright green fields, the weather's getting nicer down there. It looks beautiful. We're going that way. Into Clagmire. We're ascending towards Helvellyn, one of the prongs of the Trident. Clag and Bone, man. Starting to lose sight of the green fields of yore. And off up into Pythagoras theorem. And the temperature's dropped. It's getting steeper. And this is it. The first big push of the day. And this isn't even half of it, mate. Also, I seem to be the only one out here. I've not passed anyone all day. It's been a very peaceful walk. The resplendent, the magnificent Grisdale Tarn there, shimmering in the sunlight, and the views are to die for. Sensational stuff. Mordor bound. This lad here, bonny lad. The views are majestic, mate. You've got Gondor over there, Gryffindor, Celador, Dark. Dark. What's this? A little cross or memorial of some sort. Let's have a goose. Oh no, it's not, it's just a pole. Nice pole though, look at that. Oh, I bet that's heavy as, mate. Cast iron. Ooh, get that weighed in. Get out to the scrapyard, mate. Milky bars are on me. Whee! I think this was the old pony trail or something. I don't know. I think I read it on a map, or I might be mistaken, so don't quote me on it. POV. Just coming over Nethermost Pike, but you wouldn't know that. It's lovely walking. I'm enjoying it, but there's nothing much to bring you as far as vistas. I'm still holding out for that magical moment when the cloud clears when I get to the summit of Helvellyn, which is one of our 3 tridents that we're tackling, along with Skidaw and Scafell Pike. They're the 3 prongs of the trident. Oh, look at that. Imagine coming up striding edge in this, man. Oh no, get away from edge, I'm not cured. Call it void still there. Thought I got rid of it, didn't I? But wind's blowing that way, it's a sheer drop off there. I'm not having it, mate. Ed Sheeran, keep it. Well, this is it, mate. The summit of Helvellyn. We'll go and top out. There's some people sat there enjoying the view of Gondor, look. That's why we do it. For vistas like that. Worth the effort. It's not clagging my spirits though. We're pushing on, making good time here, I think. Is this a ridge? Knife edge ridge? Looks a bit steep. Helvellyn, it's been years since I've done Helvellyn, and I've never been this way before. So, oh, it's clearing up. Come on, you've got this. We're getting there. Wow, look at that for a path. There we go, look, it's starting to clear up. There's Thirlmere down there, I believe. Let's have a gander off this side, mate. So I go too near edge in case I cack it. Look at that, man. Shall I run back up to the top and have a look? Nah, this is nice, isn't it? That is stunning. My knee was coming down there, mate. My left knee. Whoa, blown off edge. My left knee was tweaking. It's alright on these bits, but coming down there, I thought my left knee was going to give up. Airlifted at medicked off. Oh no. The irony of it, medicked. I don't know if you can hear me, but I'm buzzing. Look. Sort of got below the clouds and it's opened up and it's stunning. And you know what, it doesn't matter that it was claggy back there, because it makes this bit so much better. Absence makes the heart grow fonder. Jane Fonda. Nature giveth and nature taketh away. Back in Clegg Wallace. No, that doesn't work. It's opened up again. Beautiful views of Ullswater there. And look at all these sheep chilling, look, out at wind. And if it's good enough for sheep, it's good enough for me. I'm gonna get on this edge. Look at these views, man. Beautiful. Beautiful. Let's have a seat somewhere. It's alright, lads, we can share. Peace out. A-Town. Let's get on this little nebula. Look, 1 o'clock. Gonna have a little rest. Little resty poos. Oh, freaky knee. Looking at it, can't see inside it. Might even take my bum bag off, you know. Cabanos. Don't tell me it's all one massive long thing. Jesus. Alright, fair dues. It is! Right, this is going to take more than one hand, innit? Knife of choice. Something else I forgot to put in my what I'm taking kit thing. Sorry. Let's use it to cut off some of this mad shit. But, oh, that's good. High in protein. And then I've got that. Grenade. High protein, low sugar. Oreo white. See how we got on with this thing. Sorry I've got my battery, it's the only flat place you've got. Flat Trick Stewart. Oh, looks a bit mad, doesn't it? Oh, that is all the fun of the fair. Oh, I'm going to be flying after this. We're going down that path there, up into misty misdemeanor Elliot. Another somewhere. Don't know what it looks like, but nice one. Medic! This is Staybarrow Dodd. That down there is Keswick in that flat bit. It makes it all so much better when the views are there. It's majestic. On we go. Doing a bit. This is Great Dodd. First time I've been here, and it's the vistas are unbelievable. Look how it drops off there. The Eastern Fells, it just drops off, and there you go, flat as a wizard's teat. You can see it all. The Northern Fells, Skidaw, Cat Bells. There's Helvellyn still enveloped in cloud. It's a really good spot, mate. Right, it's saying I'm going down here, but there's a path. I see a path over there, down on that ridge, up and over, but I'm supposed to be going down through this valley, up onto these fells here and along. But there doesn't seem to be much of a path. It's maybe the path less travelled. So hopefully this is the way. I'll go and have a look off edge of here and we'll see. Have a look, mate. Downhills are killing me off. It's not a very defined path if it is a path. Let's go, risk it for a biscuit. Come down off there. Knee was freaking out, but it's okay now because it flattens out a bit and ground's nice and soft. And what a lovely place. This is like, there was a lot of people on that other ridge over there. I've come down this way and it's just remote. It feels great. We got POV eating banana chips before we got Grand Theft Auto 6. Just bananas, coconut oil, cane sugar, natural banana flavouring. That's it. Wonderful stuff. Yeah, now I know why there's no one on this bit, is because it's a bog. I've gone up to ankles and there's no way through it either. You've just got to go through it. And there's all these, I don't know whether they're flying ants or what they are. I've been getting swarmed by them, swallowing them. That's why. Seemed all nice at first, like, oh, this is good, no one's coming down here. I've got it all to myself. It's an absolute, it's just a fly-infested bog. They're not biting me. What are they? What are you? Are they biting me? They're just all over me though. There they are, look. Ants, mate, flying ants. Swarm of flying ants. Get them off. Right, I'm running away from an ant. You better believe it. They're everywhere, it's relentless. Flying ant gate. Get off. God, they're obviously faster than me, aren't they? Look, they're swarming me. Oh no, head's going. They're going in my mouth. Ah, they're everywhere. Head's going. Oh no. Look, honestly, that all along here, I've got all that to go. So I've got it wrong way, haven't I? I'm getting absolutely mauled by them. This is a low point. Running away from ants. Oh, they're everywhere. I can feel them crawling down my back. Don't come this way. If you're wanting to do the Trident Way, there's a lovely path that everyone was on. Proper path. This is just look at them all up the floor. There's so many. I've never seen so many in my life. Ah, I was thinking, this is... You know, like sometimes you'll just get a few of them at home or something. This is where they come from. Literally, this is where they are. This is their breeding ground. This whole area is just full. How much of this can I put in of me just running away from ants? I need the ground to like solidify. No, the floor's just, this floor's alive with them. Look at it. That's not the stone as well. There's more. Just wherever you go, look. It's a low point of the hike. But I'm going to put you away. I'm complaining too much. It's supposed to be positive vibes only. Right, the floor is still alive with them, but they don't seem to be airborne around here. I think this is more of a breeze. Handled that well, didn't I? It got real bad. I couldn't, like, I was breathing them in. Got in my eyes. Oh. And I thought, if they start stinging me now, I'm done here. I'll just lie down and become just ant food. And that's how I went. Look, give up over an ant. That's not the attitude, is it? Come on. We're doing the Trident Way. A few ants can't derail it. I just want to get off this section, to be honest. It started so well, and it's really just gone downhill rapid. I'm hoping I can find just some water to get in. But anyway, just jumped on to say, don't say out about that last bit where I freaked out about them ants, yeah? Just keep it between me and you, because some could see that. Some could see that as embarrassing. Definitely not me, but some could. Praise be, there's a road. Not a road, but a track. Hard standing track. Yes. Do you know what doesn't live on hard standing tracks? Ants. With wings. Also, what's this bit of water doing here? Let's have a look. Is there anything popping off here? Just to make this section like worth getting annihilated for. How deep is it? Oh, look! Oh, it's stunned. I've got to do it. Full of dead ants, man. It'll do. Right, mate. Oh. Oh. Oh, yes. Loads of flying ants. Can't get me no, can they, in here? They're all just kamikaze in it. That'll do, won't it? Fresh and attic a bit. That was mint. Not sure where that lad came from. He came out of nowhere. He must have come from along here. And he probably didn't see it camera and just thought I was just just laughing and chatting to myself in a little pool full of dead ants. Fair enough. Even this road's littered with them. It's too much, mate. Ant gate. That was the right manoeuvre. I just took my duds off, put my shorts back over, went in. I've soaked my hat and washed my hat. Feels wonderful and cooling. I just put my kegs back in bag, and that's that. I'll just go commando for a bit till these dry out. I needed that. I'd been running over that ant infested fields for quite some time, so that was just perfect. Can't fault it. These ants are creeping me out. There's just so many. I honestly thought, hallelujah, there's a bit of a track. I'll get a bit of respite for them. But they're worse, almost. They're sticking to me because I'm all wet. Little twerps. This is a joke, mate. For about maybe 5 miles of just relentless ants. And I'm laughing now, but at times it's driving me mad. I'm breathing them in and they're everywhere and it's relentless. And now it's telling me to go this way, across more bog. I just got to engulf myself in ants, haven't I, just for a bit longer. Get to the other side of there and start getting up. Helicopter. Medic! Knows I'm struggling. Sent it out, look. Flying Ant Brigade. Look at this as well. Just soup, mate. Absolute soup. I mean, there's no path here. It's just bog. Oily bog. Why is it oily? Oily bog face. Oh! Oh! Ah! Horseflies as well, add them to mix. I've set myself a challenge. I've needed this challenge. It's the Trident Way. No one said it was going to be easy. Them flying ants have spanned my head, and this boggy area, but it's not always going to be like this, so don't let this put you off. You're going to get bog foot on these big adventures anyway. They're still flying about, like, but just not as much. Anyway, let's forget about ants now, eh? Bye. Look at this. Oh, that's that. That is up to there. I'm going to jump it, but I've got a camera out just in case I disappear. Let's go for it. Oh, made it. There you are, made it. The ants are still out, and I just keep disappearing into bogs. Luckily I caught that one. That could have been tit deep if I wasn't careful. It was just engulfed up to the cork bit on my thing, and I wasn't even pushing it. But that's it, innit? If you're going to do the Trident Way, you're going to be tried and tested. Just jumping on to see how boggy it is and how many flies there are. That's not what anyone wants to hear, is it? What it is, it's nice and refreshing on my feet. The cold water is lovely and refreshing, and this bit is going to make me appreciate all the bits that don't have loads of flying ants and bogs everywhere. PMA. Look at this ramshackled. It's just cobbled together out of all sorts. Look at that. We're going to have a good gate in the middle. I've just got you attached at chest. This might not work. Look, there's an out there to go at, man. Look at all ants on top of fence posts as well. It's disgusting. Right, it's saying I've got to go that way, but there is no path whatsoever. Oh, I'm just going to do it, man. Oh, don't sink too much. Okay, a bit of bog foot, but we're already bog footed up. And now it's starting to rain, mate. I've had enough of this section. I can't find this path. Is that it? Just thistles and bog. This section can get in the bin. I was going to put my hood up, and then I realised my hat was soaking anyway, so it doesn't really matter, does it? Oh, bog myrtle. Moaning myrtle. That's me. Moaning myrtle. I mean, what is it even I'm following here? Just some sort of rabbit track. Little ferret track. Now to it. It sapped my energy. It sapped my morale. And it's taken a lot longer than I thought it would. Has it beaten me? No. We can't have that. We can't have it beating us, can we? I'm just gonna There is no path, is there? There is no spoon. Who's going over there? In the right mind, who is going over there? We'll touch on that on map time, and I'll tell you if there's any alternatives, or whether you've just got to suck it up and crack on. The big metal whopper. Get up here. Go on. Right, good riddance. See you later. This way. Just check my map, and at the foot of the big climb that I've got to do to get up top, there's an alehouse that serves pub grub and pints of delicious beer. There's a beacon of hope just up here. Look at it. Oh, and it smells so good. It smells like booze. Good health, absent friends. Double parked some Guinness. Head went, go outside, smelt it, and I was just like, red rag to a bull. Sometimes all the signs are there, and the signs were there because I looked for them. I walked past, I got a waft of food. I looked through the window, and there was a couple of old blokes chinning pints It started raining. I just thought, you know what, mate? Let's go in. 2 pints, bit of food, I had lasagna, 2 pints of Guinness, and it's maybe got a little bit later than it should be, really. And I don't have anywhere to kip, and I can't go up tops because Sharp Edge is up there, and I can't tackle Sharp Edge, mate, in this weather. I can't tackle Sharp Edge at best of times, but I'm not doing it in this weather. And after a couple of Guinwas, so we're gonna go this way and then up towards Skidaw. The sun's going down. Who knows where we'll end up. We've come off the main road and we're on a little cycle track, gradually heading up there, cutting across, joining onto the Cumbria Way for a while and then splitting off to get to the top of Skidaw. If it gets to 10 o'clock, I'll just roll myself up in tent and chuck myself in edge back. We're off. Not bad. Are you going to excuse me, please? Brave and wonderful sheep. Good lad. We're going to cut left across here. Let's go. Just come through these farms. If you don't plan where you're going to bed down for the night, then you have times like this where you're just walking through farmers' fields without a place to call your own. Loads of cows. On map it says to go through the middle of them. It's not for me. Normally I would, but it's dusk, mate. Things go mad. Animals are a bit weird at dusk. When Nimbus was a puppy, when it got to like this time of night, he'd go bonkers. For all you fishermen, what time do fish go bonkers? Yeah, dusk. I'm gonna hug this wall like an absolute hero who isn't scared of cows. I've taken cows out with spinning attacks before when I've had to. When it's me or them and they're charging. We're giving these Hugh Hefners a wide berth. I'm on path, yes, that is the path, but it's late, no one's gonna come. There's a farm just over there. I don't think anyone's gonna come down here tonight. I'm just gonna go here at the side of the path and then just bounce early doors and hopefully don't get any bother. Let's get tent set up before I lose this light. You can't see anything, mate. Look at that. See my hand? Sort of. I'm off the beaten track. This is a track that's not often used, and I reckon if I get up at 6 o'clock and bounce, I ain't gonna have any problems whatsoever. But I'm stealth camping, so I can't put my torch on or anything. I don't want to attract any attention to myself, so I'm just gonna get my head down. What a wonderful adventure. Let's head over to everyone's favourite time, map time. We woke up here, it was pretty cloudy, but there was some lovely views over Ullswater when the clouds cleared every now and again. And set off walking. It was pretty wet down here, which was the beginning of the end for the trail runners. So we go down here, through this farm, cut across these fields into Patterdale, and I decided to go along here to Glenriddin, couple of coffees, loaded up for the day, doubled back, and then we join onto the coast to coast again, and we go up Grisdale, following the river. This is beautiful stretch, this. Following Grisdale Beck, up we go into the Clag. So I was looking back down here, it was nice and bright, but up here started to get very claggy. Up to Grisdale town, this was where it was completely fogged out, couldn't see anything. And then I've got this bit drawn in because this is another hike I've done, the Tour of the Lake District, so ignore that. And we go up here, very steep up here. We skirt round Dollywagon Pike, past High Crag, Nethermost Pike, and this is Striding Edge. So, if you wanted to, you could go to Patterdale, then Glenriddin, and then you can make your way up here. If the weather's decent and you're competent enough, you can take this on along this ridge, and then Striding Edge up here gets pretty steep. So if you are going to do this, be careful and be mindful that there is a bit of scrambling involved, and it's a sheer drop on either side. Ed Sheeran. Up to Helvellyn, the stunning views of a red tarn and everything. Now, we were completely fogged out on the top of Helvellyn, but kept going. Down here, it started to clear up down here. It was beautiful. Across here, this is where I stopped and had my little snacks. Really enjoyed this section. To Watson's Dod, up onto Great Dod, and now this is where, if you're going to do this yourselves, I would go this way, which I had planned to go. Go this way, round here, and then link up to your path. But I decided to go down here. It was all shits and giggles on the way down here, loving life, through Matterdale Common, and then this is the beginning of a very, very troubled time for me. This was just, from here, flying ants and bog, all this way down here. Flying ants, bog, flying ants, bog, flying ants, bog, flying ants, bog. Then there was a little bit of water down here, managed to get a swim in, carried along this hard standing flying ant fest. It was bonkers. And then you cut off here, and this again, the paths weren't very well defined at all. Very, very boggy. Lots of flying ants still. Ed was going at this point, completely collapsing on itself. Kept going along here, and this is where it stopped. So there was the end of the bog and the end of the flying ants. So we cut through this farmland. It's still tracks and trails. Nice bit of walking, then across here, and then we join on a tiny little road for a little bit, and then up. That's the alehouse where I got my pints. So here you could, if the weather was nice and you're feeling brave, go this way up and take on Sharp Edge. Very steep, very technical. You need experience to take this on. I wasn't about to do that at night after a couple of gauges, so decided to go along the road for a little bit, cut off the road, through this farmland and along, through these cows, just below this disused quarry. That's where I'm camped up for the night. It's pitch black, but join me tomorrow morning to see where I am. If you're not subscribed already, please consider hitting the subscribe button and hit the bell notification to be notified of the next episode. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you soon.